Soon, the debt collector found Flanders at the church. He showed Flanders his ledger, and Flanders was instantly shocked.
This is now your debt to me.
At that moment, the orphanage director walked in. Through the donation, the two had developed feelings for each other and begun dating. This made Homer even more jealous, and in front of everyone, he viciously mocked them.
All right, Noggy, into the drunk rink with you.
Marge was furious at the sight and made Homer sleep outside. Meanwhile, the hitman arrived at the address the boss had given him, which happened to be Homer's house next door to Flanders. Since Homer often stole things from Flanders, it was obvious this was Flanders' home. Not to mention Homer was even covered with a blanket from Flanders' house at that very moment.
Drop it, boy. Drop it.
And so Homer was taken away. The debt collector immediately recognized this wasn't Flanders. The hitman was incredulous. Homer's credit card, bracelet, and even underwear all bore Flanders' name.
Stupid Flanders getting me kidnapped.
Brought me the wrong man!
Just as the hitman was about to make his move, the debt collector figured someone this close to Flanders might prove useful. Meanwhile, Flanders was interrupted mid-prayer by a sudden phone call.
Flanders, you gotta save me. This guy's way too weird not to be dangerous. He doesn't even look at his phone when he's bored. He's not human, I tell you.
The caller demanded Flanders hand over the donation, or Homer would be dealt with. Guilt-ridden, Flanders prepared to steal the money back from the orphanage. So where did this bag of money actually come from? Back when Flanders I was sheriff, he frequently clashed with the local mob. Routine bribes were a tradition of corruption in Springfield. Grandfather Flanders always turned a blind eye, and to maintain his image, he even put on a show for young Flanders. The naive Flanders only admired his grandfather more.
You call me Good Time Charlie. I said to call me Good Time Charlie.
One day, the mob was conducting a transaction with the debt collectors when the gangsters suddenly ambushed Flanders I. A firefight erupted, and Flanders I dove under a car in terror. Just as the mob boss was about to claim the spoils, Flanders I shot him dead and hid the money in a tree hollow. Little did he know the debt collector had survived. Flanders I tried to slip away but was stopped by a foot injury. The arriving police officers slipped and crashed right into the tree where the money was hidden. Who would have thought that decades later, the bitter fruit planted by the grandfather would be reaped by his grandson? Just as Flanders was frantically searching, the orphanage director suddenly appeared. In an instant, Flanders noticed the key hanging around her neck.
I haven't been able to get that spiffy bod of yours out of my dang diddly mind.
Meanwhile, Marge discovered Homer was missing and went to the police station to file a report. She stumbled upon evidence that the debt collector had made contact with Homer. Following the trail, she tracked down their hideout. As it turned out, it was Marge who ultimately rescued Homer.
Oh, Marge, I'm so sorry. I'll never be selfish again.
Afterward, Flanders quietly opened the safe, took the money, and fled. But he hadn't gone far before the director caught him. In the next second, the director, a former javelin thrower, hurled a javelin straight through his car. In his panic, he ran into Homer on the road. The violent collision knocked Flanders unconscious.
Ned, buddy, let's get you out of there.
Homer wanted to save him, but was once again blinded by greed. The car suddenly burst into flames.